Dorothy.
Yeah, we'll go through it. Waves of rain moving across North Georgia and the mountains. Right now, most of us are sitting in the low 70s. It's muggy. It's still mostly cloudy. Looking over downtown, those clouds are starting to break up, so we're starting to see improvements. I do think this afternoon will be a lot sunnier than this morning. Here's the setup. We got a cold front in the Midwest. It will pass tomorrow. Until it passes, we're in this unsettled air mass. Look, the entire eastern United States kind of cloudy, scattered showers. That's going to be the story both today and tomorrow. Right now, Metro Atlanta completely dry, but I want to take you up into the foothills and into the mountains. Habersham County, Banks County, you're seeing really heavy rain moving through White County as well. Rabun County, Clayton, Georgia, you're seeing some heavy showers. Nothing severe, but certainly some pockets of downpours along 441 again in the Cornelia area. This is going to move into Habersham area, into Toccoa as well. And then down towards Athens, eastern Clark County, you're seeing just a few showers. Also a little bit of rain right over Gainesville right now. Improvements are on the way, guys. I do think that this afternoon will be drier than it is this morning. So a 30% chance of rain right now. Clouds start to clear out. By this afternoon, we're going to be under partly cloudy skies. That sunshine will allow us to warm into the upper 80s. Cannot rule out a stray shower this afternoon, but coverage does not look high, not nearly as high as yesterday, okay? Stopping the clock for you at 3 p.m. Maybe a stray storm on the map. Any of these storms that do move through will have brief heavy rain. But again, coverage will only be at about 20% early this afternoon. And then check this out. By 7 p.m. for your evening forecast, it looks dry. So any evening plans you have are good to go. Now, overnight tonight, that cold front we talked about, it will start to move into Georgia. So for the early morning commute tomorrow, I do expect another round of showers, a little bit more widespread than what we saw this morning. Could end up being a pretty messy commute, especially north of the city. The good news is, though, tomorrow afternoon, that front moves in and dry air settles in. So here's the storm coverage. Today, isolated. It'll be the most widespread overnight tonight, then isolated storms tomorrow. Then we dry out Friday and Saturday. Here's what is going to happen when you end your work week. Tons of sunshine, beautiful, much lower humidity, stays dry on Saturday. Really nice for the first half of the weekend. Unfortunately, though, that doesn't last into Sunday. We'll see waves of rain start to move in as early as Sunday morning. We could also get another wave of rain Sunday evening. Doesn't look like a washout, but if you're trying to pick between the two, which day you should spend some time outside, I would definitely choose Saturday. So putting it all together for you. We don't have a single first alert weather day, but do plan on just an isolated storm or two today, tonight, and also tomorrow. That really low humidity settles in. It's still going to be quite warm Friday, Saturday. Pool weather. But many of you will start Saturday in the 50s and low 60s. That's just a sign of that really low humidity. Enjoy it because that rain starts to move back in on Sunday, and we could end up seeing pretty stormy conditions to start the work week next week.